Hey guys, first fan of the night.
First fan of the night.
What do we have here, Metal Pete?
We have here a brush nickel Emerson Premium. This is something I picked up at Oshkosh Restore on my trip. So this is one of my little bit of a fan haul.
Nice.
So this one was at the Oshkosh Restore, and that restore has occasionally some stuff.
Yeah.
I've gotten one of those plastic Lascos. It's one of those really small.
Yeah, I found one of those there too many years ago, like probably 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah, because I found one too as well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that restore is very hit and miss, but sometimes they have really, really good stuff.
Yeah. And then, okay. So this one we've seen actually recently installed.
True.
At that one, what's that red?
It was a seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. Crab boil, something or other. His Metalness and I went there with the Scales.
Yes, with Scales.
And yeah, they had a bunch of these, and then like one replacement, and then a few new fans off to the side. Yeah, this is my favorite 5-blade premium variation. There was a few different variations of the premium with 5 blades. The earliest ones had Zephyr irons. Then they had these irons, but a bigger switch housing and no uplight.
Mm-hmm.
And then this might have been the last version, but I definitely remember seeing these in the showrooms when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I just think if you're gonna have like a 5-blade kind of 90s modern fan, I feel like that this is a really nice looking one.
It is, and plus, like I said, that restaurant we were at that had these, I know for a fact that it was a Denny's.
Interesting.
It was a Denny's, of course, with drywall, on the ceiling, and they would have had their colored craft maids.
Yeah.
Because you remember what Denny's had for fans, either red and green.
Well, that's not what they had in where I saw them. They had the ones in Madison originally they had polished brass craft maids. One of the ones in Madison had polished brass emperors. Then they had Hampton Bays, which I think they were white. Yeah, it seems like Denny's just threw up whatever.
Yeah, a lot of the ones around me had either red or green.
Never seen that. That's pretty cool.
Could have either been turn of the centuries or craft maids. They had a lot of times they'd have glass light shades.
Well, they probably weren't turn of the centuries because those only came with spotlights.
True.
And the turn you can tell the difference also because the turn of the centuries would have flat blade ends and then horseshoe brackets.
Yeah.
And the craft maids usually had like Zephyr brackets and rounded blade ends.
Yep.
So I don't know if you remember which they were.
Yeah,
Sounds like Craftsmaids though, and I know Denny's did use Craftmaids because they had Craftmade CXLs in some Denny's that I actually did demo work on back when I was doing demo work.
So I've set it to low.
I'm very curious to see how this does with the CFM and all of that because my experience with 90s Emersons was that they were generally a little slower than 90s Casablancas. But it'll be good to have an actual metric for that.
It was really going. So.
It did. It looked faster than I remember. Like I said, these were probably my favorite plain late 90s, early 2000s fan. They just, it's a classy design. Mm-hmm. They have the uplight.
They do. I like that.
I actually like these brackets.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the kind of brackets I usually think of with Emerson Premium is these right here.
Yep. Yeah, they're nice fans. I like them.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I know I had one that I gave away. In fact, you were here when I gave it away. Oh. I don't remember if I still have any others.
Well, I'm going to go tack this one. I want to just hold that while I go up. I'll just average it to 190.
Okay. That's going to be about 40.
Calculator's right beat to your right. Yeah. So, okay.
Maybe just under 40.
Yeah, well, that's not bad.
No, that's good low speed. 38.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, we should see what's it drawing.
Oh,
We have the
0.22, and it's going to be a low power factor, I'm sure. Low wattage, low power factor.
Yes, low wattage.
I believe these are capacitor base speeds.
Yeah, definitely a low power factor, so that means.
Yeah. Yeah, the power factor and the amperage are just coincidentally the same.
Yeah, I was like...
Confused you for a second there?
Yeah. Okay. And then...
0.5347.
Decent medium.
Yeah. I've always thought of these as like a really good bedroom fan.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure they would be.
They're silent. They move good air. Well, the uplight is probably really useful in a bedroom where you don't need bright lighting, but you know.
Well, you can still put a bottom light kit on it when you want, but... Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What's a drawing? 0.47. Very typical. What is that on? What? That's 28 watts.
Yep, so power factor is still pretty low.
Half.
Yep.
Okay, let's tack this one. Okay, we'll go with 488.
Okay, so that's going to be slightly under 100. Right here.
Yeah, let's see.
98.
Yeah. Well, it's still a good medium. Yeah. That's typically what I expect out of a medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind a little faster medium, but I am in the minority there, I think.
Okay, here's high.
.85. Power factor is going to be higher, I'm sure.
That's 100 watts.
Oh yeah, that's power factor 1.
You're right, it is.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Well, now for the moment of truth. That does look like that's around 200.
Yeah, I get 950.
Yeah, that's going to be just under 200.
Call it 950 divided by 5.
Yep, 190.
Yeah, that looks 200 to me. But...
Yeah. Good clean readings you're getting there, too.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what the CFM on this one is.
Are these 52 or 50?
I
think they're 52.
Yeah, I would think 52. I'm getting 570.
570? Mm-hmm. This math I cannot do in my head, unlike the other math.
Yeah.
Whoops. Here, I'll give this back to you.
That's fine. Yeah. Here. Okay, well, in the meantime, we'll do spin down.
Oh, yeah. 8,400, so that's on the higher side of most K55 fans, actually. So these are, yeah. Like, as a base point, I always use that, like, K55 Zephyrs and things of that nature are usually around 8,200. Mm-hmm. So we're just slightly more than that with this. So, you know, that's a Ricker sheep.
Rick. Oh, yes. Ricker sheep.
Oh, it's time to play Ricker sheep.
Yep.
Is it Rick or is it sheep?
Yeah, Rick's really out there.
Yeah. Shut up, Rick.
Yep, Rick's really... Good spin down.
Yeah, this one's in great shape.
Sure is. Okay, well, let me go up and reverse it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. The reverse is right here. Okay, let's do reverse.
This should be very similar in forward and reverse.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I'm getting the same reading. Oh, yeah, you're right. I think it's just the polarity.
Yeah, I mean, no, these usually it flips the coil, so in theory it could be different in forward and reverse, but by this time Emerson really had their, their uniformity down in terms of their motors, so they all seem to be about the same.
Okay. Yep. Wobbles worse than reverse.
That always seems to be the case.
Yeah. Let's draw.
0.81.
Yeah, so a little bit lower. Thought it was 0.85 the other way.
I thought so too.
Okay.
Yeah. Where do you think it's going to start?
Oh, with this, I'm going to say 3.
I'll say 2.
2, okay.
Yeah.
All right, here goes. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. I wasn't quite sure, but...
I wasn't sure either. I figured it'd be one of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, this could stall, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Here's 3. Okay, let's drawing on 3. Try 4.
Are these reversible blades? No, they're the light oak on both sides, or whatever it is, maple.
Same. They're solid wood blades.
Yeah.
4 isn't bad. Definitely a restaurant low, but let's try 5. Oh yeah, 5 definitely is what they are using, since that is a match. Current draw is definitely a match, and I know you're thinking they were using capacitors in there. So
definitely.
It looked that way. So now I kind of know 5 is their low speed they chose. 6. 6 is an okay low too. Still 7.
Okay, well that's all the time we have for today. Hey. Thanks for watching. Bye, Fanstick.
No, we haven't even gone through.
Dang it, I don't have the leaf blower. I actually do, it's in the car, but I don't feel like getting it.
8.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Mm-hmm.
I should have brought the leaf blower in with me. The leaf blower is the answer to all of my problems.
9. 10. Let's see, what do they use? Okay, so 5 and 11.
I guess 5 and 12 is what they use for the speeds in there.
I think so too. It's looking that way.
Okay, everybody, cover your ears.
Here is 12.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Yeah, it looks like 5 and 12.
Yep.
Do you know what else?
What?
Crunch, 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 crunch.
And we go 12, here's 13. So, yep, you're right. There you've chosen 5 and 12. Well, 13 if I wanted to go. Use that 5/8 and 13 4-speed. That'd be do the same. 14. 15. 16. 17. See, where am I at?
Quite a ways away.
Oh, yeah. 18. 19.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
No, it isn't. This is my actual video, so. And 20.
Crunch, 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 crunch. Is there a way to just mute the sound? Maybe I could do that every time. No, it does not appear there's a mute audio.
21. So 8, 12, 20 would work on here.
Yeah.
Here's 25.
Still a ways away.
30. 35. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna max it out.
I think you should max it out.
And I'm still under. I've maxed it out at 40 microfarads.
Okay. What are we doing next? Solid state or zero to high?
Solid state.
How noisy do you think it's going to be?
Oh, I think this... I'll let this one be silent.
Okay, I'll say bedroom.
Maybe not silent.
Not silent. I had high hopes for it as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's still at least bedroom quiet.
High on the bedroom, yeah. I wonder why, because it's got a rubber flywheel.
Yeah.
Does that have a rubber downrod ball or a metal downrod ball?
Metal downrod ball.
That might be, if you change it for a rubber downrod ball, that might quiet it down a lot. A lot of companies shifted to metal downrod balls. Okay. What kind of inrush are you thinking?
I'm going to give it a little inrush.
Little inrush? I guess I'll say big. I honestly don't know. It's been a long time since I've tested one of these.
I usually don't think these have big inrush.
I don't think so either, but I don't know, honestly, if it'll be a little big or none, so I'm just taking a shot in the dark.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it is big.
Well, not like antique big.
No.
Not that big, but maybe
just barely into the big category. Well, unless it doesn't, does it level off at 8.5 or is it 8.6? I thought it was 8.5.
Sometimes it might be, but
because if it stays at 8.6, then that's technically small. Okay, I guess it is small.
Okay.
Okay, is that everything?
It is everything.
Well, you want to thank your sponsors first?
Yes, I do. Well, number one sponsor that I have, as you know, we all have to thank.
The Gold Line of Vacuums.
Yes, the Gold Line of Vacuums of PowerMate.
PowerMate.
That's right.
Don't forget to eat your PowerMate.
No, that's your pizza. PowerMate is 2 motors is better than 1.
2 pizzas is better than 1.
Well, that's next is Reese's Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, be sure to eat your pizza.
Okay.
And, of course, Jonas, organs and doorbells.
I wonder if we'll get a visit from Metal Jonas.
We might, but we have to also talk about fan
stick, light stick, Florida fan stick, which is 69% longer and harder than regular fan stick. The Good Manufacturing Company,
which we didn't actually need in here.
No, but they're with us in spirit. Taco Burrito Mexico.
Taco Burrito Mexico.
Sperry, the beverage of fan collectors.
Yes, we love all Sperry. I do Sperry as well because it is the beverage of fan collectors.
What do we got? Rickersheep.com. Fun game you can play with your friends. Don't forget, go to rickersheep.com. 81220 LLC, where our motto is crunch, 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 crunch. Well, I think that's all the sponsors, so time to sign off the video. And oh wait, who's that at the door? Why, look, it's Metal Jonas.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Lovely organ pipes here. Great gedeckt pipe here.
You looking for anything in particular, Metal Jonas?
Oh, would you have any Homestead catalogs?
Yes.
And maybe some Newtone.
All the Newtone catalogs you could dream of.
How about some Emerson catalogs?
No, none of those. Oh. What do you think of House on the Rock, Metal Jonas?
Oh, House on the Rock. One word. Incredible. One word. Overwhelming. One word. Amazing. Wow.
Okay. Well, I think that's all for today. So as always, patreon.com/dspiffy for behind-the-scenes footage. And what else can they do, your Metalness?
They can buy fan stick.
Buy fan stick. Thanks for watching.